Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be doing issue 22 of the Disney Dollhouse. And we've got the walls from the last issue, from issue 21. We got a wall here for issue 22 because we're going to be working on the house again. We're going to be putting more walls in. But I decided I was going to go ahead and open this up because there's some extra little parts in here. You've got rose tea. You've got some little pieces in here, little detail pieces that I think are kind of cool. So first off, we have the wallpaper. One's for the kitchen, the one is for the, I think that's Frozen. We have the wall with the door. This is wall 7 right here. We're going to set those aside. We have the trim pieces for either side of that wall. We're going to set those up here. We have this chair that goes into Alice's room, and it looks cushioned. It's not, but it does have, I think it's velour on there. And then we have a whole bunch of little containers. We've got 2 for cookies and their lids. Actually, the lids are nice and snug. We use the tweezers to get these out. We've got a green tea. Not sure what it is, what kind of tea it would be. And then a purple tea tin. And then we have, just double check. Yeah, these are all the same. We have 4 more tea containers. And these are really small, so instead of just tossing them into the boxes that I'm storing the parts in, this will just go into the box. They're smaller boxes. They're actually plastic boxes. They're storage boxes. It'll go in there and sit in there and be just fine. These small pieces, just like I have before, I have screw boxes that I'm not using. And I think I should be, yep, I can get 2 per storage area in here if I put them in there right. Maybe if I put them upside down. Yeah. Upside down or on their side works a little bit better. So these will be safe until the house is done. And I already have glue or tape dots, double-sided sticking tape dots. That is, all this stuff is going to get stuck down. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn a page and show you. Next thing we're going to do is attach these walls. So I'm going to put this stuff away, move these walls, and bring the house over so that we can actually work on it. I will pause and be right back. Okay, here's the house. And it is quite sizable at this point. And yes, I am sliding this in just this way, just so you can see how big it is. Just to give you an idea, each one of these squares is 1 inch. So if we go from here, one end to the other, that looks like about 27 inches. Not bad. Pretty fair sized. So I need this. I need this. This has my joining corner plastic pieces, and this is my glue. Let's just take a look. So the next wall that is going to go in here, and like I said, that tape, that wraps around pretty well. Next wall that's going to come in here, it's going to be, there is none here, but there is some here. Take the paper. It's going to come in here like this. And so much better since I started wrapping the paper around the edge right here. I like that so much better the way it looks. So we're gonna take a look at this real quick and see. Okay, we're gonna put some glue along here, but since the paper is right here, I'm also gonna run some along this edge here. That will make sure that it bonds really nicely. And it doesn't have to be a ton of glue. Gluing less is usually more because you don't end up having it come pouring out of the seam then. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just spreading it around a little bit. I don't have anything convenient to set that into. We're going to just run a little bead here and here, and a little bit right here. So now we'll set this down inside. Come on, fit right the pin so easily before. Set it in there like that. We'll take another one of these plastic pieces. And we will set it on here. Maybe we'll set it on there. And it might be the extra paper in there. The extra thickness of that paper might be holding it from going all the way on there. So let's try a different one. We have two more we can try. Just for giggles, we'll try this one here. It is not wanting to go in place. It's so close. A little bit of damage there, but I see what's blocking it. Sorry if you cannot see anything. It's so close to going into place where it's supposed to be. And it is that extra little thickness of paper is what is holding it back. Just put glue in my arm. Let me pause for a second. And I'll get this on here. Okay, got it on there. I realized something as well. Because it wasn't fitting one way, I tried turning it over, and it actually fit better. This one's a little bit snugger when it's that way than it is the other direction. Not a bad thing. Did end up with a little bit of shaved stuff off the side. And while I did have the hammer, I did not use it. I thought about it. I came very close. Okay, so the next part that's going to go on here is going to be this wall. And instead of fighting with it first, let's find out. Once it's on there, once it's in place, is this going to actually fit? Once we know for sure that that's going to work just like that, we'll take it back off and we'll add some glue. And I'm just going to run it down this one channel here. That should be plenty. One channel and the bottom. And that was the thing I didn't do over there. Always, always, always dry fit, even with wood. Even with this, well, I was going to say even with the part work, especially with the part work. Now it's going to not want to go in place. There we go. Just wipe the excess glue off the back onto my fingers so that I can put glue onto the house parts I don't want it on. And the last piece to go on here is going to be this one here. And it's going to fit on here like that. Make sure this is going to go in place. I'm sitting here pushing on it. It's not going down. It is on. So we're going to run some glue down this part, right down here. Drop here, a little bit there, a little bit there. Put this in here like that. Push these parts together. This is when it's going to say, no, I don't want to go in place. There we go. It's in place. There is a little bit of visible gap here, just like there is here, but not really too bad. Set that over there. Set the glue here. Grab this camera. See if we can get a nice, decent shot. Actually, let's go back to my room. And that, I can throw that away, is what the kitchen area is looking like at this point. Forget whose room this is, but this is the kitchen area. I think it's Alice's kitchen. I think this is the frozen room. Yep, this is the kitchen. The next one next to it over here is the frozen room. I'm sitting here thinking I've got the top down view. This is the frozen room. Mickey's room is over here to the far left. So it's getting there. Let me go ahead and take this off of here, move the camera around, and we'll come back and work on the walls that came with this pack. Okay, and we're back. We have these two trim pieces. Sure, they don't match exactly, so it's going to be one of these things if you have to make sure you have the right one in the right place. I do know they're not going to go together, but they do have the bevels on the same corner. So I'm guessing they're going to end up like this, with the flat edge towards the front and the beveled edges towards the back. Let's go ahead and turn the page and find out. So first thing we have to do, I've done it before, grab the ruler or any other straight edge and extend this line across. There's a line only on one side, and that is because the kitchen, I guess, is going to have some sort of trim down at the bottom. Then we'll extend, this one's already all the way across on the bottom there. We'll extend this one. And again, that's just to line up the wallpaper. This does the 1 centimeter thing. Across. It's going to go on here just like this, matched up with this edge. Just looking, make sure. So we're going to fold this back. We'll have to be a little bit careful doing this one because we do have that door opening right there. So we don't want it to dip going across the door opening and throw the rest of it out of sync and put bubbles into the paper. And I always do a little bit, actually I do a lot more than 1 centimeter. Sometimes, like in the last issue, I pull the whole thing off the backing, and then I'm like, that's not what I want. So I've lined it up on the bottom here. We should line it up on the top, or really close to. You just double check. That's going to cover. That is important. I don't want to have a gap up there because I lined it up on the wrong side. Do the same here. We'll just keep spreading it across. Just like that, except let's pull this back up, not wrinkling the paper. Had a bubble in it, and a small wrinkle in it down here. I have heard that this paper might come up. I'm going to be really disappointed if it does and it's after I can't get to it anymore. So there's that. Now we turn it over like we've done many times before. Actually, let me see what they have me do. Okay. Actually, what they have you do is first you cut here, flip it over, grab your straight edge, lay it to the side here. And by the way, I have checked. This will fit fantastically where it belongs. Cut that out. Very gently peel that off. And then we're going to turn it over. And we're going to cut from the top down. Then again from the top down. From one side to the other. And then back. And that should free this paper. And again, I'm starting to collect this paper again. Why? Because I can. Am I going to need it? Probably not. You know, it's kind of amazing. I killed one fly a little while ago. There were about 3 of them here, but they're gone now. All 3 of them. I have caught 5 flies on pest strips here in the past couple of days. So this side, we're doing this side like that. The white, this white strip to the right. And this time we don't have any lines to line up with. This time, instead of lining up with any lines that are drawn on or burnt in with laser etching, we line up with this corner, make sure this edge and this edge are good. So we'll come down here, line it up, almost like that, push it down and start pulling it across. And get a bubble right there in the middle. You guys probably didn't see it, but I felt it. Got to be very careful pulling this stuff across like this. It's exactly the same thing on the Moomin house. If you don't do it right, you can end up with a bad ripple. And I don't know if that's going to show up on camera. There's where it caught. But from a distance, it looks fine. I will not show that, point that out to my wife, because she will be very disappointed in me. Not really, but she'll, if I show it to her, her eye will always go directly to that spot. So once we have that on there, we turn the page and we make sure, we see what it says. It says to cut it off flat on this edge and cut the door out just like before. So that. Apparently I didn't get it all the way here. And this is the back side. This is not the waxed side. The waxed side is the side that I put the stuff that I might need to reuse for something later on. Come on. There we go. Set that to the side. Now I was almost like, oh, no, I am. I was going to say that's all we have to do in this issue, and actually it is, even though I know that's where these are going to go. It doesn't have you put them on yet. So that's all we have to do in this issue. Build's going great. It's going together quickly. I'm waiting for the time that something goes really wrong, because that happens in almost every part work. Knock on wood that it doesn't. Hang on. There we go. Knock on wood that nothing goes really seriously wrong. But so far, it's going fantastically. Hope you're enjoying this. Thank you for stopping by and watching. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow, and we will see you in the next video.